existence now. No, they can't put everything in writing. Nowhere.
They've got so much faith in the board, Blue. Yes, they can. If they rule water believes this board will succeed, why wouldn't you put it in writing?
Well, they'll put a lot of it in writing, but there's things that's going to happen that's not in writing that you can't foresee, Charles. You don't know what's going to happen to you tomorrow. You can't foresee certain things.
I guarantee you that I got things put in writing that would take care of anything that happened tomorrow. I can't help it.
Well, it'll be in writing. All the things will be in writing. It will be in writing as it goes, because she read the phases off to you, and different ones of those.
I know what they say, but they can put it in. If they want us on board, they can put it in.
Well, I'm telling you right now, you all have heard it. She told you again, there's not going to be any money if you don't get together on this. Now, you're thinking you're going to get that $1 million. I've been at this for 10 years. I've been on this committee. I was on the Main Street when we were declared a CDI by the governor, and he set that money up. He didn't say how it's going to be used. I don't know where he get that idea that Cumberland's lead. Cumberland's not lead. They were the biggest. They just had to put it in somebody's name. So they put the grant in Cumberland's name. That doesn't mean that Cumberland got that money or was in the lead in any way. It had to be used only for interconnect between the three cities. And if it's not there, it ain't going to happen. That's all I've got to say. But so the meeting last week, the vote is of no good.
He called the whole meeting illegal.
Well, he can't. He doesn't have that authority to call a meeting.
That's what I said.
Here's part of what I was going by.
Then you all should have made the motion again.
I thought it was the public. I was wanting to answer the question that he just brought up, and it would just take me a second, and you can have the floor. But a notice of a special meeting that includes agenda items for old business, new business, open to the council, open to the floor, is deficient, since the notice to the public requires that special meeting agenda give fair notice of particular copies to be discussed or acted upon. That's KRS 61823.
Since you brought that up, I want to make a comment too, Mayor. Council members tried everywhere in the world to form a special meeting. Each council member was notified, council member agreed, yes, we need this council meeting. 5 people signed it. The lawyer was notified ahead of time, you were notified ahead of time. And then when I brought it in, you told me that Robin would give it to the press. You told me Robin would give it to council members.
I read that law today.
When
That's
I
exactly
received
what
mine,
you're
it was
supposed to
completely
do.
different.
Well,
you had took our power away,
no, I didn't.
vote ours away, and called your own council meeting. That's what upset me.
That's what made it a special meeting. A council meeting that is signed by 4.
You got exactly what you asked for. I only did you a favor by trying to correct it to make it a legal meeting. But
It was a legal meeting from day one. You participated in it.
okay, that's not our.
Mayor, the only
Let the Attorney General decide where it's
Read the letter you got.
Well, but that's the way you write it up. You write it up and turn it to the Attorney General.
I got 4 copies of council members
The only
that
thing
signed and had meetings
Mayor,
in the life.
was I wanted the people to be able to contribute how they felt about it.
You can do
And you can do
Information.
that in a
Not in a
special.
special call meeting.
I called the League of Cities before
I'm
and
sorry,
talked to
they made a
them.
mistake.
Well, League of Cities don't
Now, what authority do you have to say that that's a legal meeting when we have an attorney general?
I make a motion we close.
Let's
Wait a minute. I've been watching.
I've been Mr. Boyer's got the floor.
Number one, I didn't like your interview on TV when you got out and talked about the 4 people who attended this last meeting like there's a bunch of hillbilly hicks didn't know what they was doing. That's basically what you said about it. You said they went out there and made a big mess and it was illegal anyway. I was gonna tell them that, but it was illegal, they said, no, they don't know it's illegal.
Okay, you get.
Now, wait a minute, I'm gonna tell you, I got a right,
You lower
you're
your.
my mayor, I got a
you
right
lower
to
your
talk.
voice. Hey, Mike, you wanna take him out?
Mike, you lay a hand on him and you're gonna take me too.
Take
Sit
them
down,
both.
Norma Jean,
Norma,
sit
sit
down,
down.
and be calm. I don't
Okay,
want
you
to
lower
end
your
up.
voice.
Now, wait a minute,
Lower
you
your
go
voice.
to the press, with
Lower
nobody
your voice.
but you, no, once you're gonna let me stand beside you, and you go to the press like that, I'll be glad to stand there and talk and argue to the press with you. And I've never been raped. And if y'all felt like that you've been raped when you wasn't at the meeting, so I'm like Blue Hair, I don't know how you know, because you wasn't at the meeting unless somebody brought you into what happened.
All on camera.
And he said that he felt like he'd been raped. Well, I've never been raped, so I don't know what it feels like to be raped.
I'll adjourn this meeting.
No, you can't adjourn it.
I make a motion to adjourn.
It's
I already made it a while ago.
Get up and run, Carl. You ought to have something. You ought to pick these one-sided reports on your dazzling TV. You ought to have somebody that to talk for the other side.
It ain't city business.
You're talking about a statement that wasn't made against Mr. Cleveland.
It was made on the
Hey,
TV.
Lord, let's
People
go.
heard
Council
you.
against Mr.
You did
Cleveland.
so.
Let's go, Norm.
Now, don't you lay a hand
Come
on
on, be quiet.
Because if you do, you're gonna
Get
drag
out of
me
here.
out too.
Get out of here before you're gonna quit if you're gonna do that. You're gonna quit. You ain't coming back. I thought you did.